Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jackie of Jackie Ann's Crafty Things. Today we're going to be making this little box which houses a chocolate bar. I thought it'd be ideal for Happy Meal, Easter, birthdays, anything, any occasion. We're going to be making that using this Friendly Gnome stamp set. This is in collaboration with the Crafty Little Gem. I will link her channel down below. So yeah, let's get cracking. Right, you're going to need a piece of cardstock which measures 10 3/4 by 5 3/4. You're going to need another piece of cardstock which measures 10 13/16 by 5 13/16. Now, if anybody's not familiar with the 16ths, 13/16 is the one digit after the 3/4. So if you were doing three, well, I'll show you on here. 10 13/16 is, I don't know whether you can see that, let it focus, is that digit, that one digit after the 3/4, that's your 3/4 of an inch. So it's the one digit after the 3/4. So if you count up 1 2 3, if you get to 13 little digits, it's the one after the 3/4 there, if anybody's not familiar with it. Okay, right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our first piece, which is the 10 3/4 by 5 3/4, and we're going to score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So 1 inch, score it. One inch, rotate it. Let me just move my scoreboard along. 1 inch. Now make sure you get a deep enough score line, because we are going to be folding these and burnishing them. 1 inch. Just rotate it until you've got 1 inch on all 4 sides. One inch, last one. 1 inch. Now this is going to be your base. Okay. Yep. So this is our base. So what you need to do then is fold and burnish your score lines on all 4 sides. Now this video should have been up a little bit earlier, but I'm having a new kitchen fitted and they've been drilling and banging, and yeah, it's just been a bit of a nightmare and it's a bit of a mess. So yeah, there you go. So then what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 little tabs. Now I'm just going to cut up the score, remove that score line, so I'm cutting to the left of the score line and then just creating a little wedge. Okay, so you've got that. Rotate it, remove the score line and create a little wedge. Right, if I cut straight, remove the score line, little wedge, same again, remove a wedge. So then what we're going to do is we're going to create our box now. So you want to put glue on all these 4 tabs on the outside. So I will just pop a bit of glue on these 2. Just line them up. I'm just going to give that a little burnish. Make sure all that glue's spread out. Same on the opposite corner. There. Just spread that glue out. This side. Same again. Just make sure your edges are straight. So that's the first bit. I'm just going to check if my chocolate bar fits in when I find my chocolate bar. Aha. There we are. And it fits in nicely. You probably get 2. You could get 2 in there, I think. Just depends what chocolate bar you use. So we'll put that to one side for now. Then we're going to get our other piece, which is 10 13/16 by 5 13/16, and we're going to score it at 1 inch all the way around, just the same. So move my cutting blade out way because I want to score, not cut it. Score at 1 inch. One inch. One inch. And then the last one. And then we're going to do exactly the same. We're just going to create 4 little tabs when we've folded and burnished our score lines. Give them a good burnishing. There we go. And then we're just doing exactly the same, removing that score line. But before we actually glue this, I'm going to put the DSP on first and cut my 2 thumb holes to make the lid easier to lift. So yeah, like I said, just remove your score line and cut a nice little wedge. So you should have something that looks like that. Okay, so to flip it over, and then this is the DSP I'm using, Designer Series paper. Let me just check that measurement in between there. 3.5. Should be 3.5, not 4. So, sorry about that. It's 3.5. At least it's not too short. It's the other way around. It's too big. At least we can cut a bit off. We don't have to start again. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Right. So, just get my glue. I'm just going to glue this on all over. Now I am making this for my mother for Easter, so hence the love arts. So yeah, there you go. And then we've got a 3/4 by 8.5, and then you've got 3/4 inch by 3.5. Like I said, I've cut mine at 4, but at least they're too big and not too small, and I can adjust them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to glue all these on, like so. Glue all those on like that. Okay. That's that one. I'm using the Tombow glue, which is available from Stampin' Up. I think it's a lovely paper, this. I love the pastel colours in it. We always tend to associate Easter with bunny rabbits and Easter eggs and things. I just thought this might be slightly different. And plus my mother doesn't always like Easter eggs. She prefers chocolate. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a thumb hole roughly in the middle. Just going to eyeball it. There we go. And one at the other side. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to glue all these tabs down. But before I glue the last two, I'm going to put it round the box. Just to make sure that it does fit okay. Yeah, so just line your edges up so you get a nice neat edge. Just like that. I'm just going to burnish on the edge. make sure all that glue's spread out. Do the same on the opposite side. There we go. Like I said, just before I glue these two, so this end's still open, I'm going to pop it on. And because we've got that little 1/16 extra, it fits perfectly. There we go. So I can glue those now. Get your nice neat edge. Obviously you can decorate your box how you want, but this is what I'm doing. Right, so then we've got our chocolate bar. Put my chocolate bar in. And there we have the box. Now then I'm just going to put my sentiment. These are the gnomes that I've stamped and coloured. The sentiment topper. Spring is everywhere. I thought that would fit in for Easter. All the daffodils are coming up in the garden now the weather's a bit warmer. I have gone and cut a bow with a die out my stash, which I'm going to put on as well. So I'm just going to pop this on, just roughly to one side. I weren't sure which, I don't know whether to use both or... No, I like him better. Like I said, this is for my mother, so... I have got a little balloon as well, which I'm going to just pop behind him if I can. I shall just pop it back up, and I'll pop a balloon just behind him there. I'll just pop a bit of glue on the back of that. There we go. Push it off to one side. So then I'm going to make up my bow. Yeah, just I've cut the bow out of the die. Just take my bone folder and just give it a bit of a curve. Bit of glue in the middle. Just spread that out a bit with my finger so it makes it a bit tacky. Just pop that down. There. Boom. Might need a little bit more actually. And I've got a little piece just to go around that matches the paper. So yeah, we'll pop that on there. Just like that. I've got glue stuck on my fingers now. Yeah. I'm just going to cut a piece of the DSP. Just eyeball that. It's not. Yeah. I'm just going to. Just going to put a bit of glue on the front, in the middle, and a bit on the back, like so. Start at the back, I'll go around to the front, she says, dropping it everywhere. All fingers and thumbs again. It's because it's sticking to me. That glue is very sticky. It's very good, but it's very sticky. I'll just do that. Bit of glue on there. Just hold it with my fingers. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to pop that on the side there. I'm just going to pop it to one side like so. There we go. And there we have it. Don't know whether to put that other little gnome on now. No, we'll leave it with that one. Yeah. So there we go. That's our chocolate box. I mean, you can put a piece DSP inside if you wish, but it's entirely up to you. But yeah, there's there it is. Hope you like it. If you do like what you've seen today, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, so next time when I upload a video you'll get notified.